Okay, I'm doing something fun today. I'm actually really excited about today's episode. I asked some of the women in the Angie method if they would answer some questions for me about how they used to look at going into summer and how they would feel getting closer to the fall, what it felt like with their health and fitness before being in the program. And I wanted to hear from them, like, did you do aggressive dieting before the summer to get in a better body, like healthier and fit? What happened before the method when you were then in the summer? Were you still focusing on your nutrition? Were you maintaining your results? Did you feel excited when fall would come, or did you feel frustrated and feel like you had to start back over? What was your mentality around structure in the summer? Was there any structure? Did you just get flexible with your structure? And then what it looks like now. So basically, what they did before and what they know now since being in the program and having the transformation they desired, and what life looks like now during the summer. And as we think about the kids going back to school or that shift in seasons, like, how are you approaching the new season? What does it feel like for you? What does it look like? Give us all the details and all the tips and strategies. So if we have other women watching this episode and you feel like, wow, I'm still stuck in the vicious cycle of working to get super fit for summer, and then summer comes and I just want to relax and I want to kick back and I want to eat and drink more and I don't want to miss out on social events, and with that you feel like you end up losing your routine with your health and fitness, and you're like, now it's come August, middle of August, I'm like endlessly searching for what diet is my girlfriend gonna do, what's out there right now, what can help me lose this 10, 15 pounds that I gained over summer, and you feel almost like desperate to get back to feeling like you. It's almost like this vicious seasonal cycle, and if you feel like that is you right now, we have been there before, and that's why I wanted these ladies to share their experience or their story with you, so hopefully you can take away some, tips, tricks, or strategies from them to be like, you know what, heading into this next season, like, I work really hard and I get fit again in the fall, and then the holiday season comes and it falls apart and I feel like I'm starting back over in January. We want to teach you to get to a place where there just is no starting and stopping. There is just get the result, maintain the result, and know how to shift with the season, shift your health behaviors so you can still enjoy it and you can enjoy food and drink and experiences, but also the results that you work so hard to get. So watch today's episode, give these women some love, give this video a like, comment below, tell them like, hey, I totally get you, like, hey, thanks for sharing, and also let us know if you want to see more videos like this. I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and I'll see you on the next one.
Hi everybody, I am Melissa. Just sharing a little bit about my experience pre and post Angie method, especially going into the summer. First and foremost, I am a teacher, so my summers may look very different than yours, or they may look similar, but I, just like all of you I'm sure, always wanted my summers to be feeling my best. But I also wanted to have fun, right? Live, be with my kids, enjoy all the things. So, come January, I would try to tighten up a little bit, maybe on my nutrition or gym, whether I was following a program or not. And kind of, right before summer would start, I would go in my head, this, structure that we were going to have. We typically do some lessons in the morning, so that was like nice to get us out of the door. But then it would be like, my mom, my mother-in-law are close, so they could watch the kids while I go to the gym, or my husband would always offer, as soon as I get home, you go to the gym. And we would start that way, maybe for a week or two, but it would be inconsistent. It would be like, maybe on Tuesdays they'd go to my mother-in-law's, and another day they'd go to my mom's, but I'd have to drop them off, and we'd get a phone call about a play date, or they'd want to do something else, and it would very quickly, the gym would fall to the wayside. We enjoy swimming in the summer and being with friends, so we'd be out and about doing whatever. My husband would call and say, hey, I'm gonna be home soon if you wanna go to the gym, and I'm in my bathing suit and we're having fun at the pool, so then I wouldn't end up going. And by midsummer, I would be going less and less, and then at the end of the summer, I'd be like, frustrated that I really didn't execute what I wanted to do, but I was still living and having fun. We did concerts in the park on Wednesdays. I'd bring a cooler with some high noons or whatever it was I was drinking. We were up for anything all the time. Play dates, like whatever it is. A play date at somebody's house, mimosas at 11, sure, why not? And we had fun, but I didn't always then feel great going into the fall. As a teacher, back to the school year, back to the grind, I wasn't always feeling my best, and I don't think that helped me be the best teacher I could be either, or the best mom or wife, at home with transitioning with this kids going back to school too. Food prep for the summer for me, I feel like has always been somewhat consistent. But again, those by midsummer, late summer, those pool days would roll into 4 or 5 o'clock, and it was like, oh, what's in the fridge? Or, oh, I guess we can order pizza. And it just became more of a celebration regularly. And then, back to it. And all of a sudden you kind of get jolted back into reality going back to school. So that was kind of my before Angie method. Then I joined Angie method, and I joined in the spring, which is a great time for me as a teacher personally, just because I knew I was able to really focus and get into the summer. But one of my biggest differences, and this is something that, talked about with my coach, setting myself up for success for the summer, was that structure piece. So we did swim lessons just like we do every summer. So we're out of the house by typically 8:30. But this summer, I decided to change my gym membership. So my gym that I normally have worked out at for the last couple of years does not have childcare. And in the past, I would depend on other people and depend on, scheduling to get my workouts in. And I made a choice and said, nope, it's not happening. So I shelled out a bit more money for the summer to join a gym that has childcare, and a gym that was a place that I know my kids would enjoy going. Some of their friends go there, so it's fun for them too. So that was one of the biggest changes I made this summer, was really changing my gym environment so that it would fit my needs, and I could get there at least 3 days a week, if not 4 days a week. So the structure of summer in general changed day one. Swim lessons, we'd go right to the gym. In addition, I said no this summer to things. We wanted to have all the fun and do all the play dates, and we did plenty of that. But if somebody said if we could do a play date at 9:30, I just said no. We could do it at 11, because I knew at 9:30 I wanted to be at the gym, and I chose this summer not to sacrifice that. I wanted me to feel my best in order to be the best mom I could be too for the summer. So, our play dates changed. Maybe it was 11, and if they couldn't do it, we could schedule it for another day. But I got to the gym almost 4 days a week all summer long. My kids had fun. I felt amazing. I pushed myself, and then I was ready for the day. And I personally, as a teacher, am not a morning person for working out. I'm so used to going right after school, but I will say, now that it's the end of summer, I'm feeling really good about working out in the morning. So this will be a different transition going back to the fall, because I'm so used to it now. But that has been a huge, huge shift right there. Just changing, spending a little bit more money, knowing that my kids are going to be happy there and that I'm going to be happy. So getting my workouts in was a priority. It was not an option anymore, and I made that happen. One of the other things I think is, food prep goes. My breakfast food prep was always pretty good, but I really did a better job this summer of prepping lunches, and not just for me, but for my kids. So with our play dates changing from 9:30 or 10 to more of 11:30, I would, the night before or the morning, pack lunches for everybody, including myself. Have it all ready so I could throw it in the cooler when we left, and that just set me up for success too. And same with snacks. I had all the snacks that I needed. Now, that does not mean that there were not days that we didn't do that and, things kind of went out the window. But when that happened, I just kept going that night and got back on track. We still had all the fun. We still did concerts in the park. We still did the pool every day. We still did all those things, but I felt really good about it when I was doing those things. Another thing that changed for me was drinking. Not that I was a huge drinker, but I drank very often in the summer, especially being in the Chicagoland area. It's summer, it's warm, everybody wants to drink all the time. You go to lunch, you have cocktails. And I really just learned to say no, I don't want one, because it really wasn't serving me. I was doing it just to do it. I enjoyed it, but it really didn't make me, I knew that it didn't align with my goals, so I stopped. So concert in the park, I would bring sparkling water. I'd still bring my cooler. I'd still bring popcorn. That's usually what I bring for my kids. We make a bunch of popcorn, but I brought my own popcorn that was already portioned out just for me, and brought treats for the kids. And while the rest of the parents or moms were drinking high noons or wine or beer or whatever they had, I just cracked open a sparkling water, flavored, and I felt really good about that. So that was another big thing, is just, not drinking and saying no to the alcohol. And one of the parts of the program is, is this really a celebration? Like, what is the purpose of being out? What am I here for? Am I here to enjoy the food? Am I here to enjoy the company? Or do I want to have some cocktails? So there for sure was cocktails had this summer and lots of fun, but I was really mindful about it when I wanted to do it and when I really didn't. So I stuck to that for the most part, and I feel like that made really the biggest difference for me. Is those three things were huge: the gym, the saying no to things and like really making my time at the gym a priority and changing the gym, but also, we don't have to be at every play date that we get invited to, but we can do it on our terms. And drinking, really thinking through that, like, does it align in my goals? Why am I drinking? Or do I want to not drink and enjoy the food instead? Or am I really truly here to enjoy the company? And I have to say, this summer I have enjoyed the company so much, along with some cocktails and some fun. But for the most part, I really was able to look at what I wanted to enjoy in each moment. And that really helped me be where I'm at. So I continued to lose all summer. I'm going into the school year feeling amazing and just on this this road to keep on going. And I know I've got some big goals ahead, and I'm just going to keep on working on them.
So prior to the Angie method, to prepare for the summer, I would try to outrun my diet. And I would work out so hard at the Orange Series, the F45s, or the Beach Bodies of the world. And I could do it, and I could come up with some results, but I was exhausted. And ultimately, I would just go into the summer feeling like I had earned it, and I would completely overdo it. And so now I just maintain a level of consistency throughout the year, and I feel like I have the body I want all the time, and I'm doing less working out and eating the things I love, so it's pretty rad.
My biggest challenge before working with Angie and the method was maintaining my results in the summer. So I would work really hard in the spring to do massive amounts of cardio and HIIT training 7 days a week, eliminate foods from my diet. I was keto prior, so I would cut down to like 20 grams of carbs, no booze, no sugar, no fun, basically, and then just work everything off through cardio, or what I thought I was working off through cardio and HIIT training, and never taking a rest day. And usually by the end, I was exhausted and my willpower was gone. So when summer rolls around, I would eat and drink and enjoy because I thought I earned it in amounts that was excessive, and then feel really guilty about it on Monday or, by the end of the weekend, and punish myself the following week by doing more cardio or eating less. And it was kind of a vicious cycle. But now that I've been working with Angie, I'm able to eat celebratory food, including, all those barbecue treats, dessert, and booze in portions that are appropriate for me when I want them. So I'm more strategic now about when I choose to celebrate, how I choose to celebrate, and then if I'm going to celebrate, I will build it in prior to my day so that I'm not feeling guilty about it, and I know that I've planned for it and balanced it with staple foods appropriately. My workout routine in the summer is actually very consistent to what I do all year round, which is 4 days of lifting and then trying to get in as many steps as possible. Usually 8 to 10,000 steps. Sometimes in the summer, because it's nice and the days are longer, I can get up to 12,000 steps a day. But I am happy to say there is zero cardio or HIIT in any of my workout programs. And I come out of summer maintaining, which is, maintenance is progress, and being able to enjoy drinks by the pool and drinks at the beach, where, prior to the method, I would just drink all day at the pool or drink all day at the beach because it was what everyone's doing. But now with all the mindset work, I've realized I can still have a good time with, 2 or 3 drinks as opposed to 5 or 6. And that really has allowed me to maintain my physique while also just feeling better, sleeping better, getting up motivated the next day. So I'm looking forward to fall. I'll probably do a little bit of a mini cut just because I've been in maintenance all summer. I like to do a mini cut before I head into the holidays, which just means I'll restrict my calories, probably, I don't know, 200, 300, 400 calories less than my maintenance. Workouts will still look the same, and I'll just look forward to living my best life depending on what season of life I'm in.